All right, so it's time. It is time to finally pull this pile apart and see exactly what the damage is. See which valves are bent, if the valve guides are cracked. That way we can kind of get a better idea of what plan we need to make, what parts we need to get, and kind of get everything together so we can get the car running again. Obviously right now I'm gonna start with getting all of these accessories off, and then I gotta take this timing belt off, and then valve covers, cams and everything, and then get to the heads. So I'll probably start a half-ass time lapse of that. Hopefully the time lapse works, because in the last video I thought it was recording for about 40 minutes and it wasn't. All my tools are still in my tool bag right here. I need to get a better box. My box is really small and outdated, so we're just gonna go with what we got. So let's go. All right, now all the accessories off for the most part. So we're gonna go ahead and break these timing gear bolts free, and then remove the timing belt stuff, and then we'll flip it over. We'll start taking apart the valve covers. Same on this side. We'll have to move a couple oil lines and like the post-secondary air pump. We'll have to get rid of this turbo bracket, and then we should be good to go ahead and start taking the heads off. So I'll set the camera back up. Alright, it's been a couple days since I actually filmed this video, but I'm editing it right now. One of the things you're going to notice when I'm trying to get off these cam gears, I do not have one of the cam gear locking tools that holds the top and bottom cam gear in place. That way you can get the bolts out. But I've never had one. And the way I've always gotten around that is taking the timing belt and routing it around a couple of the pulleys, and then using channel locks to hold it in place, because then you can lock the cam gear. So that's how I've always done it. It's not necessarily the best method, but it works. I've never had as many problems doing it as I did on this engine. It's a pain in the passenger side went really well, actually. Got over to the driver's side cam gears, and those bolts would not come out. And I thought that was a little odd, but when I was looking a little bit closer, you could see that those cam gear bolts had been messed with before. You could see where the 10mm Allen had, they were partially rounded out, so I think somebody over torqued the hell out of them, because the passenger side ones came out easy. I've done my STI I think 3 or 4 times and I've never had an issue. I've done a couple Imprezas, never had an issue, and I've done all of them the same way that I'm doing them in that last clip. So that was a bit of a struggle, and that's why I spent so much time on the driver's side, and you got to look at my All right, got the valve cover off the driver's side. Just pulled the cams out, and really doesn't look too bad. Pretty low mileage engine, so it's kind of expected for it to look that good. I've got the cams covered over there, and then everything organized over there. I got to clean it up and cover everything. Put it somewhere better than there, but for the time being, that's where it's going to go. Time to get this driver's side head off. Right, driver's side head is off. See, there's quite a bit of buildup in there, but it doesn't really look bad. So, pretty happy about that. The pistons don't look like they were touched by any of the valves or anything. Nope. So, that's good news. Let's go ahead and flip this head over and take a look. Yeah, right there. You can see those ones are a little bent right there. And now it is time to get the passenger side head off. So we'll go around, take out all the valve cover bolts, take the coil packs out. I've got them numbered just so I know to put them all back in the same spot. Get these banjo bolts for the oil feed and coolant feeds off. And where else? There's one for the, oh, and this for the post-secondary air pump. Goes up to there. And then this one as well. All right, now the passenger side head is off. Cross hatching looks pretty good all the way around. Obviously more buildup right here, but not the end of the world. I'll clean it up. Get the head gasket off real quick. But yeah, so pretty happy. The pistons look good on both sides. I don't see anything in there that really causes any sort of concern. Go ahead and throw that away. And then this is the passenger side head. So you can lift it up a little bit. Just from a glance, it doesn't really look like any of these are bent. Oh, actually, maybe those two exhausts on that side. They look a little off. At any rate, I think I'm gonna just replace all 16 valves. We're already in here. It's not gonna hurt just to get them all done. Spark plugs look pretty good, which is cool. Probably could have pulled those out, but whatever. But yeah, so pretty happy overall. Just got to get the valves out, check the valve guides, make sure they're good. Cams and everything look good all the way around. Doesn't really look like there's anything too bad scoring wise. So yeah, I think that's probably gonna be the end of this video. Just got to get the valves out. I probably won't do that myself. I think I'll try to take that to a local place and see if they'll do it. They usually deck the heads that I take to them. I think they'll do valves too, so I'll call them probably tomorrow, try to get on the schedule, go drop these off, see what they say, and take some new valves if they're into it. And then we'll go from there, because once I got the new valves in and a new gasket set, I should be good to pretty much start putting things back together. There's one place I have to call to get some new parts. I did actually have to order a new clutch. I think I touched on it in the other video. You can see how hot this one was getting, and like there's fabric coming off and whatnot. And yeah, it's not the best. 59,000 miles of somebody that doesn't really know how to drive. Probably gonna pull this flywheel off and have that machined as well. Not gonna hurt to have that done. But what else do I need? I still need a turbo, still need headlights. I still got to get the back bumper and the front bumper repainted. And other than that, I think we're pretty much, so yeah. All right, I figured I'd film this little clip. Right now I'm actually loading up the cylinder heads that we just took off the engine yesterday, off the short block yesterday rather, and we're getting ready to head over to Wilson's cylinder head repair. They're gonna go ahead and go through the heads, clean them up, pull these old valves out and make sure the valve guides aren't bad. And then as long as they're not bad, I'm gonna go ahead and order some new valves, and then I'll drop them off to those guys, and they are gonna get these heads in pretty good shape for us. So right here, yeah, don't mind the boots and everything, but yep, right here they are. So pretty excited to see how these things clean up. I'll go ahead and take a before picture right now, and then when they are totally done, I'll take an after picture. Alright, so I got the heads loaded up in the back of the STI. They were pretty dirty, and obviously there was a couple bent valves. I think I put a couple pictures in. Maybe I'll put one right here, actually. Right there. Okay, so now you saw the bent valves. So Dennis went through the heads. He found all the bent valves. He inspected all the valve guides. They were all good, which is great for us. He ordered some new valves to replace those. Got them in. Checked all the clearances on everything, cleaned everything, and I got that done. Right here is one of the lifter caps that had like odd wear on it. We weren't sure why, but there was no signs of any other damage. Everything looked good. I went ahead and ordered a new one to replace that one, and I got everything. I also went to the dealership and I ordered a bunch of brand new OEM gaskets, O-rings, that lifter, and head bolts. So it's going to be pretty much an OEM refresh on the long block itself. Pretty happy about that. And what else? I went ahead and ordered a new Exetti clutch. It's nothing crazy. It's like an OEM upgrade. Nothing crazy. So this is also going to go in. One more thing that I would like to do, I'm already here, might as well do it, is I am gonna pull that flywheel off actually, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna get that resurfaced as well, just to make sure whoever ends up with the car when I'm done with it has, the ease of mind knowing that everything is fresh, everything is done right, everything is OEM, and he's not gonna have to pull the engine back out to change the flywheel because I didn't do it right now. Everything's being documented, so I want to make sure everything is done right, even if it costs me a little bit more and I don't make as much on the back end. Just want to do it once and I want to do it right. So this clutch comes with a new pilot bearing, which I'll put in, new clutch, pressure plate, and throwout bearing. So all of that stuff is also going to be replaced. So yeah.